Oi, oi.
Hello and welcome to another SouthernAirs video with me, BanjoMan Walker.
Mitch, the Barista Shea.
And Tyler, Jett McDowell, actual service.
And today we're back at Stansted Airport. We're not actually going to Dublin. We're actually heading up to Budapest today, which originally was just supposed to be these two, and then I decided to tag along.
I'm getting a bit hungry.
Anyway.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a comment, other than to say, take a look over here. Observe the beauty of the Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX, the limited edition 8200 series, which is specifically designed to carry almost 200 people, a 11 seat increase compared to the 737-800 next generation it's due to replace.
So we're going to get on board. Well, we're very tired. We've been up since like 3 in the morning, so we're going to get on board in probably around an hour or so, and then hopefully take off. I'm hoping we're going to get a MAX for their last minute equipment change. If not, then not to bother really. Yeah.
The ride is EI Delta Papa Victor.
You have a history of that one, isn't it?
No, Zulu I've got a history on. That was the one that I waited 4.5 hours for a crab.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Anyway, we'll see you on the flight.
Enjoy.
We did the typical Ryanair boarding but not boarding, and we waited another 10 or so minutes before we were finally ready to go on board. As mentioned, our flight today was a Boeing 737-800 with the registration of EI-DPV.
Another steep takeoff from Ryanair, but I'm not complaining. I don't mind it too much personally. So I just had a random thought. We're going to be in this plane a while. This will be my longest flight with Ryanair, at just under 2 hours long. Normally, as I said before in September's Dublin video, we've done Dublin before, and that's the kind of place I'm flying from with Ryanair. That takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, just under 2 hours, I think. Might be a bit of a challenge, but it's going to be fun. Food service just started, so I really dread to think what Mitch has got. I'm kind of crappy wrecks right now because he keeps trying to get me that horrible lasagna that Tyler had last time. Food and drink just arrived. So basically my breakfast today is pizza, fries and Heineken, which I'm not complaining about too much. However, portion size something to be desired for. And Tyler got Mitch, I believe it's Thai green curry, and I don't know what Mitch got about it, but I'm sure I'll find out later.
Tyler, against his will, had a lasagna and a coffee.
Something else about the video. Mitch lovely bought me. Thank you very much, Mitch. Appreciate it, and thank you for letting me get the beer, because I know that cost a bit extra. But I'll tell you what, it's needed. You never go wrong with Heineken. But you also get these baked chocolate croissants. Looks a little bit messy, but here we go. Wow. very pleasantly surprised. It was very mucky on the fingers. Got to be careful of the camera there. At one point, Tyler went to the toilet and it really wasn't up to standard. Oh dear. You know what? That was really smooth. Compared to other Ryanair landings we've had in the past, that was really smooth. So fair play. Fair play.
After a quick 10-minute walk from the terminal, we made it to the Aeropark. A rare look at old Soviet planes, and it was absolutely amazing.
This is also where my microphone decided it didn't want to work, and I only realised at Budapest Airport whilst we were waiting for our plane.
Ah, well, first up, it's the Tupolev 154. Well, this is something I've been waiting to do for a very long time. Here's the barista just popping in.
Hi guys, how are we all doing?
This is a Tupolev 134. Now, this is a slightly smaller cousin to the Tupolev 154 we were just in. As you can see, this aeroplane had a 2x2 configuration. It was also designed for more smaller and regional routes throughout the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe. So these planes would have done smaller routes like Budapest, Bucharest. They would have done potentially quieter flights between Moscow and Leningrad, which is now St. Petersburg. It also kind of competed with the British-built BAC 111 and the American DC-9 by comparison. Compares, obviously, the 154 was more compared to the Trident and the Boeing 727. So the last time I was here in Budapest, which was about 4 years ago, this was the one plane I wanted to get on that I couldn't actually do. Because when I was here last time in 2018, this was closed for renovation and work. It just painted the outside of the plane, and they were doing some work on the inside, so the plane wasn't open to the public. But yeah, it's open today. I finally got myself entry to a Tupolev 134, and it looks incredible.
So what do you think, Ty? One of your favourite Soviet planes?
Finally back in this 4 years later. Haven't seen any others in museums. This is the only one I've ever seen. Just put my camera down there for a minute. So yeah, this was a workhorse aircraft for the Soviets.
It's not every day you sort of go up the backside of an aircraft.
Because it was designed
If you get a chance to come to this museum, really do so. It's a beautiful little place, and all the volunteers are so friendly. They really are. And we just saw a Yak 40 aircraft.
Yak 40 aircraft, yeah, this is absolutely amazing. So we've got, this is an aircraft that is very popular from what the volunteers are saying.
All over the world, isn't it?
All over the world, even by the United States of America as well, which is quite surprising considering it's Soviet. We know what the Soviet history is like with the Americans.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just generally just amazing. It's not often you get to sit in such a piece of 5 years of history, so yeah, it's pretty cool. And you get some good views of the airport as well. There's 2 Ryanair's about to take off from main Budapest International Airport.
Hey, you all right there, Ty?
I am good, thank you. Just had a bit of fun in the Tupolev 134's cockpit while you guys were up here.
Yeah, we thought we'd leave you to it because we didn't know how long you'd be, so we just wanted to come in here.
I don't blame you. What do you guys think of the Yak 40?
Oh. Don't know what happened. Like, I love this. It reminds me a lot of the 111 in the back.
Actually, you can't go up the back. You can actually go up the back of the 111s actually, because the one at East Fortune, it's also got the rear staircase.
Yeah.
If you were American and obviously you're familiar with the 707, the 727 and the early DC-9s, they nicknamed that entry bit the Cooper Bay after the DB Cooper hijacking.
Oh boy.
Because obviously he used that to jump out the plane after he got his money.
We explored as many of the aircraft you could get into, which gave us a really good inside view. It's amazing how simple yet complex these aircraft looked.
Okay, so we're on board the Ilyushin IL-18, which was a long-haul aircraft used by Malev before the Jett era came about. This aircraft's been converted into a bit of a time capsule, all to do with the history of the Hungarian national airline Malev, which most of the aircraft here are decorated in the various liveries over the years. This particular airline was the national carrier for Hungary from 1947 to 2012, going bust on the 3rd of February of that year.
So that was an awesome little spot in there. Spent probably around 2 hours 15, something like that.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
2.5 hours, yeah?
Yeah, really easily spent about 2 hours in there. Oh god, the wind is horrible. But I tell you, it's really hot today, so yeah, the wind is actually quite nice. It's bad for the microphone. Yeah, I mean, if you get yourself down here, it's fairly cheap. It's like, what, 2,300 florin?
Yeah.
Which is absolutely bugger all in English money. I don't actually know the conversion, to be honest.
It's about £5.
About that, isn't it? Fiver.
Yeah, about £5 to get in.
Yeah, it's probably, okay, if that's the case, it's probably around £2 less than Bournemouth Aviation Museum.
Yeah.
Put that in perspective. Just heading back to the airport now to get on the metro to get into the main city centre, to go to the Hard Rock, do a bit of sightseeing, and then come back to the airport later on to do a bit of spotting and fly home and go to bed. That sounds good, good idea. We got a shuttle over to the town centre and headed for the Hard Rock Café.
The town was beautiful, although the vape sellers were very annoying, so watch out for that if you ever go.
So a very interesting ride into the city. The taxi driver kind of begged us for a tip. Wasn't happy about that, but hey, it's a tourist trap, so it's understandable that happened. And a little, about a 4-minute wander through, hopefully get some pictures of that. And we're now in the Hard Rock Café, which of course, for a SouthernAirs video, is obligatory. Just waiting on our drinks and we get our food in a minute. Tyler is just behind me, looking as miserable as ever.
What are you staring at, you happy people?
Anyway, we did try and sit outside, but then the wind decided...
You're scared!
But then the wind decided to pick up and slap me in the face with a menu. So we came inside to save the embarrassment.
And I even managed to nearly kill the taxi driver by opening up the seat.
That was before he begged for a tip, so I think it's Mitch's fault. Anyway, we'll get to you in the food tip. So normally I'd get the barbecue chicken and bacon, not chicken and bacon, what's that? Barbecue bacon cheeseburger. Because we got this special t-shirt deal, right? We got the big cheese.
Just for the record, for those who don't know, the burger deal is the big cheeseburger, a rather nice Hungarian beer called Dreha, and a classic Hard Rock t-shirt. And at the current conversion rate, it's just under 25 quid, which is a fantastic deal.
I'm ruining this, so let's go to the side of ruined. Are you ready?
Come on, model for me.
Come on.
Mine's not in pieces, man.
I'm going to think those anyway.
Dink. Come on. Oh, there's the food gasm.
Ready?
Hold on.
I'll do a food guys, ready?
Okay, go ahead, Barista.
On the fork, mate, ready?
Oh,
cheers,
at least he's not deconstructing this one. Oh my god, he's giving it a full-on... I'm not even going to say that because I'll get demonetized.
Oh, daddy!
Gross.
So good. So good. Hell yeah. It's a shame we can't take this home for Zuza because she loves these knives.
Oh, what? See?
First off, chips. Really lovely sauce. I love it.
This wouldn't be a barista without me. Without the barista. Mr. McDowell, I've joined you here today. Please explain to me what is in your burger.
First off, explain.
Oh, look at that love.
There's no love on that face.
Spicy, isn't it?
Imagine drinking 2,000 cans of Red Bull. It's like, woo! What's in the burger?
Well, it's a big cheeseburger that Matt's eaten. However, hold on, let me move this because I can't see otherwise. I've elected to keep the nice lettuce. We've got the cheeses and there's onion on there.
Okay, I just want to point out to everyone that watches this video, alright? He's got the cheek to call me the trifle choosy. Alright? So, just for the record, right? Look at this. I just want to point out, right, that I've never seen Tyler do that before, and I've never seen Tyler eat salad.
No, I think you've done it at Amsterdam.
Also, this barman, waiter, he is the dog's nuts, mate.
Oh, he is. He's lovely.
Top notch. So hopefully we can get a special. I wanted to come and say hello to my viewers on YouTube.
Hi, how are you? Oh,
What's your name?
my name's Mark. Nice to meet you.
Mark. This is Mark from the Budapest Hard Rock Café. He is a total legend. Travel boss, man. He rocks. Just like
Nice
the
to
Hard
meet
Rock
you,
Café.
everyone.
See, you're gonna be famous now.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our
Ready?
channel. You'll see the video.
I thought you were about to kiss him there.
No way.
After lunch, we found ourselves a Ferris wheel overlooking the city, and we thought, why the hell not? Although the barista was a little scared.
What is going through my mind right now is the barista does not approve of going on a Ferris wheel in Budapest.
How do you feel?
Oh, let's get this party started!
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know what though? I'm sure we're going to get some beautiful views.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I love stuff like this.
I don't think I've ever been on a Ferris wheel. I mean, I'm sure my parents will correct me. Oh, we went on a when you were
I'm
two.
going up too high. I'm going up too high. Budapest!
Oh my god. That is beautiful. Oh my god.
There's a gap!
We've just currently stopped. I mean, there is gaps in the fence, that's fine, but we've just currently stopped just to admire the views that are absolutely stunning. I mean, I know this city was beautiful anyway, but I could not imagine. Hey guys, have you seen behind here, over there? That is just amazing. We're going higher up too. Mitch is hating this. I really wondered if he was on something. I had no idea.
Nope, just the excitement of being in this amazing city. We really need to come back one day.
That was a nice little way to spend about 5 minutes on there. Get a nice all-around view of the city, because as I said on there, if you can't get into the city centre as well as we're going to get today, then it's best that's kind of the best route for it.
Naturally.
So I tell you what, apart from me like
Freaking out.
severely pooping my insides, Seth Sat actually had a great time on there. Got some amazing photos. Keep an eye on the SouthernAirs page for those. Check out Facebook, Twitter. You know where to follow us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wherever we will be, you will come too.
So you just got to wait for a shuttle to get back to the airport, and then probably do a bit of a spotting on the viewing deck, and then have a drink and get on the plane, have a sleep.
Probably get some sunscreen lotion on us because we are burning.
After some of this, yeah. Anyway, we shall see you later on. After waiting about half an hour for a shuttle, we were finally on our way home, seeing some incredible views, and me having to look after the boys.
You get.
I will get you back for that.
Shouldn't fall asleep around me then. While we're travelling back, I just want to take this opportunity to ask you to like, subscribe and follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and our new Instagram page. We really would appreciate it. Just at the viewing terrace, back at Budapest Airport. We are a few hours early for our flight, so that's why we've come up here instead of going through security at the moment. Tyler's doing a little bit of spotting. As you can already hear, Jett's just come in a Lufthansa 319. We have just watched 747 take off, so that's quite nice. Oh, there he is. Entertaining as always, eh?
Back through security, we decided we wanted a quick drink as we had a bit of time spare, so we found an Irish bar in the terminal, and that is where we discussed about doing a lounge.
Tyler found the Plaza Lounge and we strolled over. How was doing, guys?
So we decided last minute thing to go into an airport lounge. Now the last time I was in a lounge, of course, was in the Aspire Lounge in Belfast. This one seems more swanky than that.
Pretty really nice as well. I've just ordered stir-fried vegetables with jasmine rice.
Ooh.
And I've also ordered vegetarian dumplings with rice as well. 2 meals in one. Got great your money's worth there.
Got myself some chocolate cakes and beer and coke. Hopefully we get through that in time. We came nearly before closing because there's short on staff at the moment. But hey, anyway, we'll see in a bit later on.
I decided to have a shower and freshen up a little while Matt and Mitch went around and decided to have a bite to eat.
This lounge was just exquisite. The chocolate ganache bites and muffins were divine, and the chicken wrap was absolutely excellent. And for £21 or so, you really just can't argue with that price.
The views over the runway was worth it too. Although we only had about 45 minutes in there, it was still worth it. After we left the lounge, we went to look for our gate.
We found these awesome little lay-down seats that were super comfortable. And of course, once again, I had to look after the boys.
Today's flight route was another Boeing 737-800 and the registration on this was EIEFF. We were delayed about half an hour and once again we had the typical Ryanair boarding but not boarding.
I'm personally not really a fan of this boarding method. I just want to get on the plane. Also, the cabin seats were really claustrophobic, not great when you want to have a nap.
The takeoff was nice and fast, and the flight overall was very comfy too. But the landing, oh boy, I've had much better. And another Ryanair flight lands very late.
And here we are, back where we first started.
Gone 1:30 in the morning the following day.
22 and a half hours after we left.
Unbelievable.
Bound for Budapest, and we finally arrived back here in the glorious town of Stansted.
I wouldn't say it's glorious.
We'd have been about half hour earlier had this monkey not had to go through assisted passport check because he flunked the automated bit.
Oh, what can I say? Best bits about today, BanjoMan? Hit it.
I would say it's probably definitely the Aeropark and that Ferris wheel that he crapped himself on. Really funny because you get a nice 360 view around the city, and it gives us a bit of a chance to see what we can go back and do next time we head back to Budapest.
Best bits,
I have to agree on that.
best bits for you, Jett Force?
I'll agree. Aeropark, Ferris wheel, Hard Rock Café.
Yep.
Aeropark for me, Ferris wheel for me, flight there and flight back. A huge shout out to the Ryanair pilot. You did an awful job at landing that aircraft.
I'm staying quiet.
Talk about a dolphin dive right into the centre of the runway. Big shout out to you, the Ryanair pilot.
If that plane had legs, he would have jumped.
Yeah, it would have done, absolutely.
I'm staying quiet because I'm due to fly Ryanair next week with this hairy muppet.
We are travelling to Oslo, Stockholm, with a night in the Jumbo Stay Hotel.
And we'll be flying our first ever African airline.
I'm a bit dubious about that, but we'll see what happens.
Anyway, bed now calls us, and we shall say goodnight. Safe travels, my friends.
We are the SouthernAirs, and
we shall see you soon.
Good night.